Hello guys. So today I'm gonna be sharing a very interesting true story. As you all can read from the title of this video, I might cry at the end of the video because it's so emotional, but I'll try to contain my emotions though. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. So it all started from attending a birthday party. By then I was still staying with my best friend, my then best friend. So she was invited to attend a birthday party by a relative. And since I had no plans for the weekend, she told me to accompany her. And I decided why not? Since I knew I was gonna go there, get free meal and free drinks as well. So I decided why not? So we prepared ourselves and of course we headed to the venue. It was in Roysambu Kasarani. The reception was good. We ate, we drank. Yeah, everything went as planned. Like it was what our attendance. We ate, the meal was perfect. We drank until we said no more. Until we could drink no more. There were all sorts of drinks. Yo, we drank for real. We did. So it reached a point of like socializing once you full, you have drunk, now you get the confidence to even talk, to socialize with other people. So, my friend, it was a relative kind of thing. So, I was the only one who was not from the family. But yeah, so we were just socializing. The family members were getting to know each other more. Some, they had met while they were still young kids. That was like 15 years ago. And they kind of now reconnecting, exchanging contacts, talking more about life, discussing almost about everything. So, as we were socializing still, my friend, now my best friend, met someone she had met like when she was still a young kid. And the person was now her dad's friend from the village. And as they were talking now, my friend said like she was jobless, she was looking for a job. And it happened by then. Now the dad's friend was working in a certain supermarket. He claimed he claimed to be working in a certain supermarket as a manager. And he told her like there were no vacancies at the moment. But like he knew somewhere people were being employed in a pesticide company. And now the manager there was his friend. And he said like he's gonna connect her. So it happened like the birthday party ended and people parted ways. Yo, so like after a day or two, the man now called back and said, you know what? I have good news for you. I already talked with the manager at that pesticide company and he already said he's gonna give you a job. And I left your number with him so that he will call you and tell you more about that job. So, few minutes after talking now to the dad's friend, the man called. Now the manager at that pesticide company, he called. And he said, I was given your number by someone who is claiming to be your dad's close friend, from the village. And since they were from the same tribe, ain't gonna mention the tribe though. They were from the same tribe. And being from the same tribe with someone means like with someone who has a higher position in a certain job means you're gonna be favored. Obviously you're gonna be favored. Now she was told, now you have gotten a job and you're supposed to start working before the end of this week. I'm gonna confirm the day which you're gonna start working. And now what our friends, at the time I was also jobless. So yeah, my friend now told the manager that pest, pesticide company, you know what? I also have a friend of mine who is also jobless and she's willing to take any job. Kindly consider her too. And the man said, yeah, it's okay. What's her name? Blah, blah, blah. They talked. And then now the man said, give me her number so that I can send her an email where she will submit her CVs, like her documents and everything. So he was given my number. He texted me on WhatsApp. He sent his email to me. And he said, you know what? Submit your CVs here and a copy of your passports, of which I did. And after a few minutes, my email was received and he said your CV is clean and everything, so you have also gotten a job as a supervisor as well. So you all gonna be working as supervisors in this company. But then he told me that I was supposed to pay a sum of 1,500 for the uniform. Yeah, I was to pay for the uniform because working in certain companies you ought to have uniforms, of which it sounded like a good deal. But unfortunately, I never had the money since I was still struggling with life. Having 1,500, yani pesa ina matumizi kwa simu, it would have been a big deal to me. Unfortunately, I never had the money. So what I did, I knew a friend of mine who would always like kunikopesha pesa whenever I was in need. So I contacted him and I told him, I have gotten this job and I'm being told to pay this amount. And he kind of warned me, he was against it. He was like telling me, how sure are you that after paying that amount, you're going to get the job? And I was like, very sure. When you have been looking for work for the longest, and then an opportunity pops in, you're just willing to give it a trial. So at first, he kind of tried to change my mind, but I was like, huyu hanitaki, when you're so positive about something and someone is kind of trying to bring a negativity in it, unaonanga like mtu akutakii and all sorts. But unfortunately, he sent me the money. And without me thinking, immediately after receiving the money, I transferred it to the man now who was claiming to be the manager in that starting company. I sent the money, of which the number at which we were using to communicate was not the same number that he sent to me so that I can send the money, the 1,500. So I sent the money, and it's so obvious that whenever you do send money to someone, even after receiving a message with their names, you call just for confirmation still to confirm whether they have seen the message. And he said, yeah, I have received your message. Now, you have gotten your job now. Your uniforms are ready and everything. So, you're supposed to start working on Thursday since it was on a Monday. We were told that we were supposed to start working on Thursday. I inquired more about the salary and I was told like, for a start it was 30,000 and I was like, oh my, nimehit jackpot. Yani, starting a job immediately with a salary of 30,000. Oh my, we were so amazed, like we were so happy, very happy to an extent of we started texting our friends, telling them how we have gotten this job and how we gonna start and how we like gonna be paid nicely. So we even started making plans of how we're gonna be using our money, our 30,000. since we were living in a bed seat, we were like, yo, combining our money, that is 60,000. We're gonna move to a more bigger house, more better house, spacious house, in a one bedroom house. We were so happy. We were even planning to get new furniture, like everything new, since that was like a big deal to us. You know, living best life. We wanted to live the best lives we could ever live with such an amount. So we were so happy. We were texting our friends, telling them how we're gonna start working. And then we were told like we're gonna be, there was a company bus which gonna be taking us to work and still be bringing us back after work. And we were so happy. We knew we're gonna save from that too, because we ain't gonna pay matatu fare to get to their company, because everything was catered, even lunch was catered. So we could at least save much money from that. So we were so happy. We couldn't wait for for Thursday, I mean, so that we can start working. We were so happy. We had better plans with our future. So, but before then, my friend who had like given me their money, the 1,500 to pay, was still asking me, "Are you sure?" So now, because after paying, I told him like I already sent the money to the man. And were you like, "Are you sure you're gonna get the job?" I was still very positive, because I was saying, the person who connected my friend to that job was a friend to his dad. So it can't be a scam. Definitely we're gonna get these jobs. And to make matters worse is that I was the only person who paid. My friend never paid even a dime, because the dead friend claimed to have paid the 1,500 for her. So yeah, hakwenda loss. Hata tungepata kazi tusipate, hakuwa na hasara yoyote. So it reached a point, I kinda started like kufikiria, and why is my friend so negative about paying money to get a job? And I asked my friend, like, how comes hivi tu, yani kuna watu ambao wanafanya kazi kwa ile kampuni, why can they be promoted to be supervisors? You gotta start, like you're gonna start from somewhere. Si eti unapata kazi unaenda kama umeenda huko juu, unaanza chini unaenda ukipata ile promotion. But sisi tushapata kazi za level za juu, wakati kuna wengine bado wako huko chini. Like we were made to be supervisors. No, it started hitting my mind. And then to some extent I asked her, like, how are we even gonna start working? Si kwanza hata we would have been given invitations to visit the company, to socialize with the other workers, ndo tujue mambo yanafanyika hivi 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 hivi. So so my friend told me, now just call the man, you inquire more about that. So I called the man claiming to be the manager, and he told us like, yo, so I told him about everything, about what I was thinking and everything. And at this point I had already sent my money. So he said like he will organize so that we can go on Wednesday tujue hiyo place ya kazi and everything. So Wednesday ikafika, we woken up so early, so he told us we must be there by 11. So we woke up so early so that hata tufike 1 hour before, ndo tuonekane, these girls can keep time, they're such good timekeepers. So after we were done with our preparations, we called each 2 times each. The number was going through well. Unfortunately, we were not getting any response. Na hapo ndo tukajua kimeumana. Then after calling for the third time, the number was unreachable. It wasn't even going through. Definitely we knew we had been conned. We had been scammed. Now, the biggest issue, not even being about being scammed, but ile aibu kunipata that nilishapata warning kutoka kwa yule mtu aliyenikopesha hela zake, to now ye kuniuliza ama nishapata kazi na loan money. Okay, hatuwezi sema si pesa mingi, 1500 si pesa mingi, but kwa mtu hana kama mimi, by then it was such a big deal. Ilikuwa pesa mingi kwangu, since I was still struggling with life. Tukajua kimeumana, but we said maybe his phone went off or something, because hiyo asubuhi tulikuwa tushaongea nini, hata tunamtumia messages, tunamwambia tushaamka, ndo tunafanya preparations tutoke. Katuambia sawa, nyinyi mkishamalizia just call me, ndo sasa I can guide you on the direction. Kwamba mtu alijua akazima simu. Tukajua kimeumana. So I told my friend, so now since the person who connected you is your dad's friend, why can't you just call him and inquire more about his cousin? Now she tried calling now the man who was the dad's friend now. Akapokelea simu, they talked. Then the man pretended to be busy. Akamwambiaje, kuna kitu nafanya, get back to me after 15 minutes. So we were still staying positive, tukisema then maybe by hizi 15 minutes sasa the manager at the pesticide company maybe atakuwa amecharge simu, maybe kama ilisha charge, ama atakuwa amefungulia, maybe he was in a meeting or something. Unfortunately, that was never the case. I lost my money. Till then, I think the man went ahead and blocked all our contacts. Hatungemfikia tena or whatsoever. So now the man claiming to be the dad's friend sasa huku, after the 15 minutes simu yake tena nayo ikaenda mteja, na hapo ndo tulijua tumeoshwa. Hey. It's hurting though. There was nothing we would have done though. Na ndo hivyo basi tulipata tushaoshwa 1500. Imagine someone who was trying to make it through this life being conned. I'll never forgive that man. I'll never. I still hold the grudge with me of what he did to us, especially to me, and kulingana mimi what I think now the man who was my friend's dad's friend, I think he's too a con. He's also a con, because why would he switch his phone after knowing that vile tumeoshwa? And he wasn't even concerned after even claiming that pia yeye alikuwa shamlipia 1500. It hurts me till date. To date it still hurts me. But what shall I say? It is what it is at the end of the day, but I learned my lesson. Saa hizi siwezi tuma hata shilingi, even 1 shilling I can't. To get a job I can't. Maybe tufanye hivi, after I get the job nitoe ya macho ama ya chai. That is after I have started working, not before I start working. No, I learned my own lesson in a hard way. Anyway guys, I'm gonna end this vlog here. Stay tuned for more interesting videos and be aware. Hawawezi Nairobi, kila mtu anajitafutia, kuna conmen wengi so you guys should be aware of them. Anyway, let me just end this vlog here. Stay tuned for more interesting videos. Bye.